I'm going to share with you some eye-opening insights that St. Pio had about the devil's sneakiest tactics, and trust me, you'll want to know these to protect yourself. Throughout history, many saints have left us with valuable wisdom on how to navigate the spiritual battlefield. One of those saints is Padre Pio, who had some remarkable insights into the devil's strategies. In today's video, we're going to dive into his warnings about the devil's sneakiest tactics and how we can recognize and combat them in our daily lives. St. Pio's life was marked by intense spiritual struggles, and his experiences have much to teach us about the enemy's methods. By understanding these tactics, we can better equip ourselves to resist the devil's schemes and stay on the path of faith. So let's get started and explore the valuable lessons that St. Pio has left us. As we delve into these insights, remember that the devil's primary goal is to separate us from God and lead us away from our spiritual journey. St. Pio's warnings are not meant to frighten us, but rather to empower us with knowledge and wisdom to stay vigilant and committed to our faith. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to say thank you for being here. If you'd like to support the channel and help us continue creating meaningful content, you can do so by buying me a coffee. Simply scan the QR code on your screen or check the link in the description box below. Your support means the world and helps keep this mission alive. The devil is cunning and subtle, always looking for ways to lead us astray. One of his favorite tactics is to use distractions to keep us from focusing on our spiritual growth. St. Pio warned us that the devil will often use trivial matters to occupy our minds and hearts, leading us away from prayer and contemplation. We've all experienced this at some point, getting caught up in the daily grind, social media, or meaningless pursuits that take our attention away from what truly matters. The devil loves to use these distractions to keep us from spending quality time with God, and St. Pio encourages us to be mindful of this tendency. According to St. Pio, vigilance is key in recognizing the devil's schemes. We must always be on the lookout for the subtle ways he tries to lead us astray, whether it's through negative thoughts, emotions, or tempting desires. By staying vigilant, we can avoid falling prey to his tactics and stay focused on our spiritual journey. Doubt and confusion are two of the devil's most potent weapons in his arsenal. St. Pio warned us that the devil will often try to create doubt in our minds, making us question our faith, our purpose, or even our very identity. He'll create confusion, making it difficult for us to discern what's right from what's wrong. When we're faced with doubts and confusion, it's essential to turn to prayer and seek guidance from the Holy Spirit. St. Pio emphasized the importance of trusting in God's plan, even when we can't understand what's happening around us. By doing so, we can overcome the devil's attempts to undermine our faith. Doubt and confusion can be overwhelming, but St. Pio's teachings offer us hope. He reminds us that God is always with us, guiding us through the most challenging times. As we navigate these difficult emotions, let's not forget that God is our rock, our refuge, and our salvation. The devil is a master of temptation, and St. Pio warned us about the subtle ways he'll try to entice us to stray from our values. He'll often use our desires, our weaknesses, or our fears to lure us into sin. The devil will make sin look appealing, making us believe it's harmless or even beneficial. But St. Pio reminds us that sin is always a path that leads to destruction, and we must be careful not to fall prey to the devil's temptations. We must stay grounded in our faith, surrounding ourselves with people who support and encourage us in our spiritual journey. Temptation is a normal part of life, and St. Pio encourages us to be honest with ourselves about our weaknesses and vulnerabilities. By recognizing our tendencies, we can prepare ourselves to resist the devil's temptations and stay committed to our values. One of the most insidious tactics the devil uses is isolation. St. Pio warned us that the devil will often try to separate us from community and support, making us feel alone and vulnerable. He'll use our fears, our anxieties, or our pride to keep us from reaching out to others, making us easy prey for his schemes. But St. Pio reminds us that we're not alone in this spiritual battle. We have the support of our community, our loved ones, and our faith to lean on. By staying connected with others, we can resist the devil's attempts to isolate us and stay strong in our faith. Fear and anxiety are two emotions that the devil loves to exploit. St. Pio warned us that the devil will often use these emotions to manipulate and control us, making us feel powerless and helpless. But St. Pio reminds us that fear and anxiety are not from God, they're from the enemy. When we're faced with fear and anxiety, we must turn to God, praying for courage, strength, and wisdom. By doing so, we can overcome the devil's tactics and stay grounded in our faith. Prayer and spiritual discipline are essential in countering the devil's tactics. St. Pio emphasized the importance of cultivating a deep prayer life, one that's rooted in trust, surrender, and obedience to God's will. By staying committed to our prayer life, we can resist the devil's schemes and stay focused on our spiritual journey. St. Pio also reminds us of the importance of spiritual discipline, such as fasting, self-denial, and mortification. These practices help us detach from worldly desires and attach ourselves to God, making us less vulnerable to the devil's temptations. As we conclude our exploration of St. Pio's warnings, remember that our ultimate defense against the devil's schemes is hope and trust in God. St. Pio encourages us to maintain a childlike trust in God's goodness, knowing that He's always working for our good. When we trust in God, we can face any challenge the devil throws our way, knowing that God is our rock, our refuge, and our salvation. Let's not forget that we're not alone in this spiritual battle. We have the saints, the angels, and our fellow believers to support and encourage us. In summary, St. Pio's warnings about the devil's sneakiest tactics are a call to vigilance, to prayer, and to trust in God's goodness. By recognizing the devil's schemes, we can better equip ourselves to resist his temptations and stay committed to our faith. I hope this video has inspired you to reflect on your own spiritual journey and how St. Pio's insights can help strengthen your faith. What do you think about the devil's tactics discussed today? Have you noticed any of these in your life? And how have you dealt with them? I'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or even questions. Let's learn and grow together in the comments below. If you found value in this discussion, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might benefit from St. Pio's wisdom. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and encouragement. Stay vigilant, stay prayerful, and always trust in God's plan. See you in the next video, perhaps tomorrow again. May God bless you abundantly and keep you strong in your spiritual journey. If you're looking to overcome depression and anxiety by strengthening your spirituality, I invite you to check out my ebook, Soulful Transformations, Bridging Faith and Mind for Lasting Wellness, available on Kindle. This book combines cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, with biblical wisdom to help you manage stress, tackle anxiety, and find lasting peace through faith. It's not just about mental health. It's about deepening your relationship with God and transforming your life in ways that inspire others. Check the description below for the link and take the first step toward a life of spiritual and emotional wellness.